times. Hobby mode as we dive from base coat to highlight. Watch the armies rise. BigDsBrush, relax and paint the night. So crack a beer, join the crew, let the colors flow. BigDsBrushes live, yeah, welcome to the show. Got dwarves with their axes, knights on their steeds, orc war bands ready for their wicked deeds. I'll show you all the tricks, the blends and the glaze, little paint and secrets from my hobby days. No pressure here, just hang and chat, share stories of battles and paint mishaps. We laugh, we learn, mix colors on the fly, watching warbands grow beneath the brush as time goes by. Every stroke and every color tells a tale, from victory's glory to the warrior's trail, with the thread of chaos on the rise. The heroes tell no lies, with their blades in hand. It's time to purge this evil from the land. So crack a beer, join the crew, let the colors flow. BigDsBrush is live, yeah, welcome to the show. Let's paint!
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, it's time. Hello chat, how's it going? This is BigDsBrush and we're ready for another stream. Let's just crank the music up a little bit more. There we go. We've got Mr. BitDot in the stream. Thank you, broski. Stefu, glad you're here, my friend. Yeah. We're gonna have a little. I've already got a little bit. I'm gonna obviously talk a little bit about some of the models and stuff, and a little bit of a thingy. Got a little painting demo to do, but yeah, I figured this is a chill stream. It's only gonna be a couple of hours or so, maybe 2 hour stream, and I figured yeah, we'll fire up a. I figured we'll fire up an arcade game and just play a little arcade game action for a little bit. Obviously, it won't be. It's not gonna be a regular thing. It's just a little thing I wanted to do, just to chill, have a nice drink, and be with my friends in chat today. Sleepy Joe, my man, how's it going? Oh, let's get the keyboard out of the way for now. I don't really need that anymore. So yeah, let's just there we go. Yeah, nothing major, just you'll see when I fire it up. So anyway, this is we're gonna do a little painting demo, of course. It would be a big D stream without obviously a painting demo. I don't want to shortchange the regular. So here's what we've got so far. The head is now glued on. The cape, the actual cloth of the cape, is almost there. I've got maybe 1 or 2 more highlights along the edge left to do, but I'm leaving that till later. So there we go, that's so he's getting there. He is getting there. I started painting the fur. The fur is what we're going to be focusing on. Green-eyed big bad wolf in the chat. Hello. Oh yeah, don't you worry. Actually, Joe. Wait, 1 second, because I know Joe's been on about this model. This fabled model. I assure you it exists. Where are we? Okay, here we go. He's found the bits. Okay, this will be a video. This is actually going to be a stream, Joe. I promise you, this will be a stream. Okay, just 1 second. So. Here's the model. He's put together. He's assembled. Okay, so I am working on him, Joe. He's I've primed him in black and I've given him a spray. So I did black and then I give him a coat of dark brown and then a little bit of grey on top. So he'll be ready. And then, see, Joe, look. Here's the thing, look, lad. This is the base, yeah, that this came with. Which is a nice base. It's a molded base. It's 3D printed, of course. And it's got all these like nice little rock details and, you know, sculpted. But I'm not going to lie to you, Joe. This to me just wasn't going to cut it. Just wasn't going to cut it at all. Not for this model. Look, it's fine. It does what it's supposed to do. And it'll just stand on there. But this model needed something a bit better, Joe. You needed something a bit better. So. Here's what I did. I've made my own base for it, look. So here's the one that came with it, and here's the one so I've got to put a skull. There's a skull on the base for you there, Joe. You got some bones on here. You got things. So basically, I've just. Yeah, so I've basically done a better version of this using actual materials, and he'll just yeah, he'll be on there like that. So that'll be a much better base for this model. It'd be on there like that, or something like that. Probably something like that, so you can see all the bones and stuff. So yeah, so that'll be your so that will be your model, Joe. Okay. So it's, and also look, because these just to give it, because these 3D printed models can be a little bit you know, they're quite light. There's not much weight to them. So a little hack I do is I've used a 2-part epoxy resin. I've just stuck an old 10p piece underneath it just to give it some weight. So when he's glued on, lad, and it's all painted, it'll have you know, some weight to it. So there you go. See, so I have been working on him, and it will be a live stream, I promise you. Also, something else quickly, just as a little. This is actually a suggestion. Oh, God, I'm going to break it already. This is actually a suggestion by Green-eyed Big Bad Wolf, actually, and that is to actually have a go, since we're nearly at Christmas, have a go at making a snow globe. Okay, so this is one I got off Amazon. It came today, actually. So I've got a nice surface area here that I can build up some. I'll go do some plans. I'm going to my dad's obviously over the weekend for like 4 days or so. So I'm going to take a notebook with me, sketch pad. I'm going to sketch some ideas. And we're going to build this into a scene, okay, a nice winter scene. We're going to stick a model in the scene. It won't be on a base or anything like this. It'll just be, I'll put a couple of paper clips in the soles of the feet there, and I can just drill 2 holes and then pin it onto the base. And then we'll just obviously fill it with fill the upside down bit with obviously the bits and pieces, the glitter and whatnot. I'll put a little bit of around here, some epoxy resin as well, 2-part epoxy resin, and then when I push this together and just squeeze it out, then it'll create a really a tight seal, and it'll be unmovable. So that's going to be a really good project. I can't wait to start this when I get back from my dad's. That's going to be a really good live stream project, and I have the perfect model. I already know what I'm going to be using, and it will be a model out of this set here. Because you get 40 of these foot guys and 10 of these, so I'm gonna build one of these guys specifically for the snow globe, okay? And that's fine, because I'll have like 39. I'm building them like this anyway, so a unit of unit of 10, unit of 10, unit of 10. This will be a unit. One of this will be a unit of 19. But I've got a model in my drawer that I want to use as like a unit hero anyway. So I'll just use that instead of one of these guys. So I think because the guys look like this, okay. They have like this kind of like the fur and the pelt on them. Okay, this really cool like winter sort of like loads of fur, loads of pelt, leathers and stuff. I think one of these painted up and then put in the snow globe will look really, really nice. And I'll do a nice winter scene. I'll even make my own like dead tree. Well, yeah, it was your suggestion. So I listened to I always listen to suggestions, and that's what I'm going to do. So this will be really cool. Honestly, it's going to be a really good project. So I'm looking forward to doing that. And just to give some context, obviously I'm painting up obviously this guy for a Chaos Army. Excuse me. Oh, Mad Eye with his first time chat. Of course he says moist, doesn't he? Welcome in, Mad Eye. So yeah, this Chaos Army. Well, here is eight of these guys already primed, and they're ready for some paint. Obviously, again, you see sub-assemblies here. There's no head on this guy here. I'm going to paint the head separately and then glue it on afterwards. Some of the shield arms aren't glued on, okay? But obviously, these guys can be removed individually, okay? And obviously, they'll be painted like one at a time. So this guy here, I kept the shield on because nothing gets in the way when this shield is on here. So, and again, I just picked and chose which ones needed to be in sub-assemblies. This guy here is the standard bearer, so he has a big long standard pole. I wanted to paint that separately just so I could get all the details done. So yeah, that's one unit of the guys, one rank there. Mad Eye, oh thank you very much. I appreciate the compliment there. And then that's the another unit here as well. There we go. This guy's here's got a skull at his base. I'm trying to obviously go for a themed, obviously a certain theme. All the basing's already done. They got this cracked earth and all this dry earth, cracked earth. So this is going to be obviously like a Chaos Wastelands style themed basing scheme. So you know, dark greys and some some like tan colours on the basing as well, on the dirt or whatever. Lots of washes, lots of and then I'll be putting some dead grass on there, some ice, some snow, and I think that'll look really, really cool. So that's what those are going to be. So I've got I've got another 2 units of these guys. I've got 2 units of 10 Chaos Horsemen, and then I've got a hero, a Lord model on a Chaos Beast. I've got obviously this guy to go in the army. So I've got like all these little bits I'm just building up, you know, all towards. So it's gonna be really, really cool. I really can't wait to basically have it all kind of come together. But of course, I won't be, you know, these guys, the normal guys. Obviously, I'll be using quicker techniques on them because they're rank and file, so they don't all need to be this as highly detailed as as this guy. Because obviously, he's all my hero models, all my lords, all my characters will be painted up to this standard. But obviously, the normal guys, rank and file, I'd say I've got, what have I got there? So there's 16 guys there. I've got another 2 units of 16. So what's that? So that's 32. So that's 32 Chaos Warriors, 2 units of 10 Chaos Warrior, Chaos Horsemen, 1 unit of 10 Chaos Chosen. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, but it's gonna be a really cool project. And then of course I've got the cafe stuff, which so yeah, so that's really cool. So let's say yeah. Also, sorry, I'm just sort of sidetracked there. So the helmet isn't fully painted either. I'm just, again, this is a base coat, a wash, and then just a couple of small highlights. But I've still got the sort of silver highlights to do, like I've done on here, to go on the helmet as well, on the top of the horns. And then these horns, I haven't decided yet what colour I'm going to paint them. So I've left that till last. So the whole purpose now, here's the shield. So I've started painting the shield up now. Okay. So again, the same blue as the armor. Sorry, as the main bulk of the armor. The same gold as these pieces here. But I'm going to keep this slightly dulled down. I'm going to basically highlight just the extreme edges, okay? Because I quite like the juxtaposition of the shield being a slightly brighter blue, and the gold just being a bit sort of slightly duller compared to, say, the gold on the actual champion himself. Because this then gives the idea, or gives the illusion, that obviously this shield has seen some wear and tear. And then, so once I'm gonna carry on finishing, I'm gonna carry on painting the fur for you in a second. And then once the fur is done, we can then break this model off at the stem there. We'll go around, we'll make sure all the edges are at least painted in a darkish blue kind of color, just to make sure that when we then go to glue the shield to the back, that would, anything else after that we paint on the shield won't interfere with the rest of the model. So for instance, that hand and that skull, like none of the paint that I put on that will like go near the rest of the model, so that'd be fine. There's quite small areas, I'll just use a fine detail brush. So that really, so once that's done and once that's glued on, I've got the skull to paint, the hand to paint, and then it really is just a case of painting his sword. We'll finish his hand, we'll paint the handle, we'll paint the hilt, we'll paint the cross guard there. Cheers, broski. We had another one. No! So yes, that would be a really good stream to do. Would be painting the sword, I think. Cheers, broski, on the case as always. so let's, without further ado, let's do some painting. That's what you guys are here to see. And then, of course, we've got the little, I will do, bro. Give me a second. Do you know, I've actually gone entire streams without actually having a, what do you call it? And now all of a sudden, like, the first time ever. So that's typical. There we go. I muted the mic when I blew my nose. I didn't want to do. I didn't want to. That always bothers you, though. It always bothers you when you like. Whenever I've done stuff like that in the past, you've always picked up on it, like God knows what. Right, let's. Oh, broski. Right, so let's just get on with the painting. Then that's what you're here to see. So just a little recap then of colours that I used. Says you though, when the amount of stuff you do on your streams. Okay, so I've used a base coat of Humble Umber, which is the really nice dark rich brown colour. Okay, so I painted all the cloak. So I painted all the cloak with that colour first. Then I gave it a wash of a mixture of, oh, I don't know where the let's go on missing. So I gave it a mixture of Armor Wash and the brown and the Agrax Earthshade. Oh, here it is. So I did like equal parts Agrax Earthshade and Armor Wash. So this is obviously, this is a black wash with a little bit of blue in it, okay? And this is obviously a brown. So the black and the blue in the black wash helps deepen and richen the brown. So when I shaded this down, it gave a really nice, rich, like dark undertone to it. So after that, I then went in with on the fur with this color here. This is a two-thin coats, but it doesn't matter the brand so much. But what this is a slightly desaturated brown. Okay, so it's not as obviously you can clearly see there. Okay, you got this dark rich brown here, and this is sort of a slightly more lighter brown. And then from that, I then went in with this one here. This is bootstrap brown. Okay, so slightly lighter brown color. Okay, and I've already gone over the fur with that color. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to put some bootstrap leather and some Van Brace brown. Again, the names don't matter. These are made up nonsense. Okay, so what you're after really is the tones, the hues of the browns. Again, some companies will just, miniature paint companies tend to either use made up names to have some kind of association with maybe the type of thing they would be used to paint, or in the case of like Games Workshop, for instance, the colours are normally named after characters or armies or whatever in their actual games. So again, just to give that just have that correlation with each other. Like you want to paint this type of thing, then you need to use it's they're all colors end of the day. I've also got this color here. This is Vampire Fang. It's just a like a bone creamy kind of color, and it'll go really well with these. These are sort of going into the kind of creamy spectrum of colors, as opposed to like going into like say grays or whatever. So you'll see that if I add some of this color to the final highlight, it'll just make it really nice, really sharp. I actually went and treated myself today. I went and got myself some brand new brushes. This is the same make that I've used before. These budget system-free Dallo around here. Okay, these are just synthetic brushes, but they will honestly do the job fine. Okay, so I've got a couple of size zeros. I've got a size 2 and a this is essentially a 00 brush here. All right, so I'm just going to go with the 00 because we need the the control. So what's been said? Oh, broski, buddy, what you call it? You're my biggest fan, but also my biggest critic as well, eh? Oh yeah, 100%. I mean, feel like you could easily say, yeah. If you go, I mean, I tell you, when you go into, I know, bro, I know. But I didn't stream obviously yesterday, and I feel like I really wanted to do a stream today. Since that was like the last stream I could do before my birthday kind of thing. So obviously we're going to be gone for several days. You'll see here, obviously this is like this is part of the pelt here. I'm just going to paint this just for ease, and just to make it easier and just make it less complicated. I'm just going to paint this the same color as the rest of the fur and just tie it all in as a now what you could normally do is dry brush this, okay? So what I mean by dry brush is you would take, say, a brush that's maybe like that, you would load it up with paint, you'd remove the majority of it, and then you just flick it up and down across the grain to make sure you're getting those raised areas, and that's a really good way, really quick and easy way, and that is 110% the way that I will be doing all the fur on the on like these guys, for instance. Like all these guys, all the fur on these guys, 110% that's going to be dry brushed, okay? So there's no thingy there whatsoever. But in the case of this guy, I wanted to do just a little bit more effort. So I've just done a little mixture there. So let's just, and all I'm doing is using the tip. And I'm picking out each individual strand of fur, okay? Just touched it very, very briefly. Can you see that just popping out now? To be fair, I shouldn't have to really worry too much about these bits here because the shield's going to cover them. But you know me, I can't help myself. I like to get the so let's just have a nice oh, bless you, bad eye. Just nice and gently. So what we've got to do is nice gentle strokes, okay? Make sure you're comfortable, make sure you're in a nice position, make sure your chair's comfy. Okay. Also, don't forget to, like, turn your model round, okay? Don't try and turn your hand and get in all sorts of you know, weird gymnastic positions. Like, turn the model, okay? You're in full control. Mad Eye with the little bit dot likes gentle. He likes it nice and gentle. The old gentle strokes. How's the rest of the chat there? Is Green Eye still there? Steph, are you still there, brother? Joe? Oh, good. I'm glad to hear it. Glad to see you guys still there. Hey, Joe, lad, I'm gonna get caught up with your actual you know, edited content and stuff on YouTube when I got the doodah at Dad's. I'll be caught up there. Trying to get caught up with bloody Mr. BitDot's shorts there. Like just zoom, 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 zoom. It's like about 20 or 30, like 20 or 30 bloody, what do you call it? Shorts I've got to catch up on. It's not just Twitch, it's Instagram, YouTube. I'm trying to like go through all of his what do you call it? I did watch one of Rick's BitDot's shorts there earlier on today. Is the Titans one. It was so funny, like watching the clips and just remembering the stream itself and being there and seeing that when it happened. I just started cracking up. His reactions are priceless. Oh, bless you guys! I enjoy you. I'm glad you have got me in the old. At least you know, have me on the old back burner there. You know what I mean? While you're doing some bits. So I hope you can see. I'm saying we're gonna have some. What do you call it? We'll have some improvements soon, guys. The setup. Hopefully, we'll have a better mic and stuff. I did write a letter to Father Christmas, so we'll see what he brings me. So all I'm going to do here, just kind of just need to be careful a little bit. I'll be too. If you do happen to make a little mistake with your placement, your highlight placement there, don't panic about it. It'll, for one, it will always dry a lot darker than when it initially goes on, because the water is obviously, it starts to evaporate, and that basically just and then that sort of then reduces the what you call it, the brightness of the color. It just that's why you never really go by the color of the bottle so much. I'll show you in a second. I know that kind of sounds like a really weird thing to say. What I mean is so obviously when you buy like a house paint or emulsion paint or something like that, obviously they'll have like the swatch, like the color swatch on the front of the tin, like it's already a you know, it's actual a colored label. With miniature paints, I'll show you, really the bottle itself, because they're see-through, you can already see like what the color is in the bottle by just looking through the bottle itself. But the colors will always dry slightly darker anyway. So one thing that I used to do, especially with the flip pot lids, is, I'll show you in a minute, is paint a blob of the colour from the pot or from the bottle or whatever onto the lid, and the colour that paint dries on the lid is actually a truer representation of what the colour will look like when it dries on the model. Just that little top bit there to do, look. Okay. I might have actually put a little bit of too much water in my wet palette here. Seems to be, what do you call it? Never mind, it doesn't matter too much. I kind of want to use thin paints anyway. So I hope everyone in chat is okay. I hope you've all had a good day or a good evening or whatever, you know, whatever time it is where you are. I know here, obviously in the UK, it's not very nice. It's been raining most of the day, and it's just, yeah, it's been crap. Really. I was out in it earlier on. I really wanted a Christmas jumper for to go to my dad's in. I was saying to old BitDot that, well, it was BitDot's suggestion, obviously, that we, you know, we'll have a nice couple. You know, we're gonna have a couple of nights now. Obviously, we're gonna what do you call it? Also, I'm just having a nice sip from my this IPA that I've got here. It's a beautiful, lovely IPA. What's that? Sending pictures of your keg. What, like so is that actually like an actual keg, like a keg of beer, or is that like in like RuneScape or something like that? Oh, your leg. Oh yeah, you're bloody, what do you call it? You're Steve Austin, aren't you? $6 million man, isn't it? You know, we have the technology. We can rebuild him. You know. Faster, stronger, you know. Faster, stronger, moister. I like that. I always like the parodies of the $6 Million Man. I think BitDot can remember the Goodness Gracious Me one they did. That was absolutely, that was hilarious. I think it was like something like the 6 million rupee man, wasn't it, or something like that. And it only worked out to be like 386 American. It was. Oh, yeah, Green. I know. I got one. I grabbed one. I got a Christmas jumper. I got one. That was a. I actually went to town, and I got a few bits and pieces, a few little bits, and I got a Christmas jumper from Peacocks, like a really nice one. Really nice one. So yeah, we're gonna put our Christmas jumpers on and get cozy and watch some Christmas movies one night, or maybe over the course of several nights, which would be really nice. We're gonna just obviously pick some of our favourites and mince pies. You know what? I've actually got a doodah for mince pies lately, so I think they will be on the cards. Now, you see, the thing is though, Mad Eye, I'm a bit. Obviously, I wanted a Christmas jumper that at least said Merry Christmas on it, okay? I didn't want that said like Happy Holidays or Festive Cheer or some weird thing like that. I wanted one that said Merry Christmas. So, and I managed to find one that has like, it has that on it, so or has it has Christmas on it. So, all this really weird, strange, this strange mentality that for some reason we've got to be ashamed or whatever of saying Merry Christmas or whatever. Bizarre, very strange. But yeah, I dare say Green Eye. There's going to be yeah, a lot of scoffing going on during that time. I think I definitely fancy a hot chocolate one of those nights. What do you reckon, broski? Like movie night, hot chocolate, get some like goodies, maybe some bloody you know what I mean? Mad oh god, Mad Eye. See one saying Chernobyl saved the operations team 1986. Oh dear. Oh no. Stefu, hot chocolate with whipped cream and marshmallows on top. Yep. I've just added in now a little bit of the so I didn't show that, did I? There you go. So I've taken the that colour there and added in a little bit of the that bone colour just to lighten that up a little bit more. Oh, I think this is going to be nearly just about there, by the way, because we don't want to do too much. And in a second, on that very edge, look at that look. So go on then, chat. Do I want to see in the chat? I want to see. Oh, I want to see your favorite Christmas movie ever. Everyone that's in chat, I want to see an answer. Come on, what's your favorite Christmas movie ever? What is that one Christmas movie that no matter what, you put it on and that's it? Sleepy Joe with Die Hard. Yeah, I was going to say Die Hard. Well, it's not my personal number one, but it's definitely up there. It's in my top 5 Christmas movies. Yeah, Gremlins. That is actually. Hey, I have a really unusual Christmas movie in my list, in my top 5, that no one would ever really would actually think of it as a Christmas movie, but in my book it is. So I mean, Gremlins 100% is a Christmas movie. The whole thing's set around the Christmas holidays. The Gremlins bloody knock on that old lady's door, don't they? They're dressed as bloody carol singers, for God's sake. It's all and the soundtrack, of course, like some of the songs used, absolutely are. Stefu's is Top Gun. Now, is that a Christmas movie, Stefu? See, I do kind of like. I'm not sure. Was there a scene between Maverick and Goose or Iceman where they went, "Merry Christmas, brother"? I don't think it counts, but I rewatched Alien and Predator franchises. Are any of them set during around the Christmas time, Green Eye? Stefu. Then it's Home Alone and Harry. But yeah, I think Home Alone is absolutely 100% in my top 5. Harry Potter, not so much for me as a Christmas movie, but it's a good series. Nobody's my thing to watch. Okay, that's fine. So you don't really have a favourite Christmas movie then, Green Eye? Right, is there not one you want? Just like to Mad Eye. My wife loves Alien. She's got all the merch. For me, I'm not gonna lie. For me, I personally think the Alien movies stopped at 2 in terms of like the canon in my head, like with Ripley. I personally think there should be more stories in movie wise, more stories with Ripley, Newt, Hicks. But I know there were novels and stuff like that carried on their story, which was quite cool. I always thought it was a shame in the 3rd film that they basically just like killed them all off. And it was rather unceremoniously as well. But too old for Christmas movies. I don't think you can ever be too old for Christmas movies. Bad Eye, there is spin-offs, to be fair, of the franchise, like Aliens and stuff like that. Oh, 100%. Yeah, I've seen a lot of the. I like a lot of the versus stuff. 100%. There's some of the bits in that. I mean, you've got comics where you've got Batman versus Predator, Batman versus Alien, that kind of thing, and Superman versus aliens, and there's all sorts of crazy stuff. So it's good. But yeah, there's an actual continuity of stories that still carry on with Ripley, Hicks, Newt, and so on. I think they even like to the point where Newt, like, you know, she grows up, she becomes a teenager and stuff in the stories. Been rewatching Riddick. I think wasn't there any 2 of those? I think. Because I think Pitch Black was like the first one, wasn't it? Where Pitch Black was the first one the character came in, was introduced. And then they did another 3. So what? So there's Pitch Black, there's Chronicles. Oh, okay, and then Riddick is. Oh, okay. Well, that shows you how much I know sometimes. Mad Eye, thank you for popping by, my friend. I'll see you soon. All right, you take care. Well, I've got some unusual ones actually, and I've got one of my favourites. One of my favourite Christmas movies actually isn't a Christmas movie in the sense that I always used to, because obviously when I was younger and I used to watch it, and it was one of those ones that was always on. I think it was either always on, like, it was always on BBC or it was on ITV. I can't remember which one used to show it. I'm sure it was BBC. I'm pretty sure. This is obviously back in the day when I was a young lad. Now, obviously I'm not sure if there's so who we got kicking, because I say if most of us in the chat are English or British or whatever, maybe even like European or whatever, obviously for us, like Thanksgiving obviously isn't really a thing. It's not like in our consciousness that much, especially when you're like growing up, you know, you're a kid, and so in your head as a kid, well, I did anyway, you kind of assume Thanksgiving was kind of like, was basically just Christmas or whatever, or a different like variation of Christmas. And obviously the reason why I'm saying this for is because one of my favourite films I like to watch at Christmas, and it's not a Christmas movie, is Planes, Trains and Automobiles, because that is actually a Thanksgiving movie. But because we don't celebrate that over here, for me that gets played at Christmas, like 100%. Like, I understand, like in America, like that would be a huge one for Thanksgiving, because for them, you know, the Thanksgiving holidays is a very big thing. You know, for them it's like the family coming together and all that lovely stuff, you know, being with your family, being with your friends. And they have that kind of, that's one of their sort of great traditional things they do. They have these really great sort of, you know, they have a lot of, there's other movies as well, obviously set around Thanksgiving. But the thing that makes that movie, obviously, for me is just the John Candy and Steve Martin. It's 100% Steve Martin's best movie. And I would dare say it's a tie being John Candy's best movie between that and Uncle Buck. I'm not too sure. But the movie, I think Planes, Trains and Automobiles is an incredible movie. Really incredible. The ending in that film, absolutely, every time, chokes me up every time. So I'm a big softie, so that chokes me up. So yeah, so for me, that's a Christmas movie because we don't have it. We don't have Thanksgiving over here, so I put it on during Christmas. And it's got snow, it's got thingy. It's all about getting back home to, you know, see his family and stuff like that. So I like that movie a lot. And it's just really funny as well. Just the for me, the scene where Steve Martin's character finally bloody flips and just cracks and has a go at the lady at the car rental part of the airport is just, it's just amazing. Green Eye, I think that Jingle All the Way, that is definitely going to be played at Dad's house. I know for a fact Ricky likes that movie. I love that movie. Jamie. It's turbo time. Oh, it's brilliant. I love that film. I love like the fucking slimy bloody neighbour, like trying to get with bloody what's his fucking wife called, Diane or whatever her name is. Put the cookie down. Those are my cookies. Down. Have I seen Bad Santa? Yes, I've seen it. I've seen the first one. I've seen it once. It's funny as fuck, but it is bloody hell that that definitely turns. That's like a very, very different kind of Christmas movie. That, but yeah, really funny. But Billy Bob Thornton's great in that. Oh, broski. Okay, thank you very much for being here, bro. I do appreciate it. I always know at the top of the hour. Jack Black, Bad Santa, I'm pretty sure though. Bad Santa's the one with Billy Bob Thornton in it. Well, unless they made a new one that says, I'll catch you later, see you later, broski. Thank you very much for stopping by. Yeah, I'm pretty sure in fact, I'll just what you call it. Yeah, Bad Santa 2003. It's got Billy Bob Thornton and what's the guy's fucking name? Passed away. Bernie Mac. Yeah, that's it. Oh, Dear Santa. No, I'm not seeing that. No, I'm not seeing that one. Is that any good? If it's worth a watch, I'll watch it. The thing is with me, with Jack Black, is he's a bit hit and miss. Especially if it's the newer one. Because all Jack Black plays now is in films is... So I liked old Jack Black. I like Jack Black in the earlier stuff, like School of Rock, that kind of thing. But now all Jack Black does is basically just play Jack Black. Like, he's just the same, like, he looks like a fucking hobo now in every movie that he fucking does. I think it's in his fucking contracts now, not so he doesn't need to fucking shave or change his appearance or change his clothes for each film that he fucking does now. It's crazy. But classic Jack Black, he was fucking amazing. What was it? School of Rock, Shallow Hal. What else was he in that I really liked him in? He was good in Jumanji. He was good in Jumanji. I liked him in that. I actually liked him. Well, he wasn't in it much. It wasn't in it for much. I don't know if you've seen it in a movie. Good film, like a thriller movie. But it's called. It's actually a remake of a 1970s movie. But it's called The Jackal. The original movie was called Day of the Jackal, and that's a really good fucking film. But Bruce Willis and Richard Gere were in the remake, and Jack Black actually has a scene in that film. Yeah. Because he fucking he fucks up on the rig. Yeah, to the right. Yeah, because he's like he fucked up on making the doodah, didn't he? Gets like a millimeter off doodah, and I think also he wanted to. No, actually, I think the main reason why he kills him because he tries to extort the jackal for more money, doesn't he? He's like, I want more money. I can see that you're making this thing that's obviously it's really important or whatever, blah blah blah. And he says, oh, if you want me to destroy the plans or whatever, I need more money. Yeah, good film, very good film. I like that film a lot. I ain't watched it for ages. That was a really good fucking. That was a really nice IPA. That's a really good film. Really good film. I loved his. I loved his scene in that. Poor guy. Hold out the cigarettes. Don't worry, it'll be okay. Fuck, it shoots the shit out of him. Richard Gere's fucking what you call it though? His Irish accent in that was a little bit fucking sketch though. Oh, Stefu, thank you for being here for the first hour. Thank you very much for popping in, man. That's what we've got to this point on the third there. Just got to do some highlights on the front of the cloak here. But yeah, great film, great film. So he was also Poe. What's that in? Actually, the only thing I've liked. Oh yeah, Kung Fu Panda, of course. Yeah, do you know what? Though I've only seen the first one. I've only seen the first Kung Fu Panda. Actually, I do actually. It's probably the only thing I've liked watching Jack Black in one of the most recent things he did, and that was the Mario movie. He was actually a really good Bowser in that, to be fair, I won't lie. He actually surprised me in that, being a good Bowser. The Fifth Element is a fantastic movie. That's a Luc Besson movie. Really good film. Great cast as well. Obviously, was it Mila Jovovich as the female lead? Bruce Willis, of course. Ian Holm. Ian Holm as the monk guy, one of the keepers of like the ancient law or whatever. Gary Oldman, of course, as the thingy guy in it. Great cast, really good. Again, it's that really cool story of like the reluctant hero, which is quite a cool story to do. So obviously, he's like, I've done my bit, blah blah blah. Goes off, leaves. He's supposed to go on the train or whatever with one of the elders or whatever. No, the other guy, isn't it? I think. And then of course, Matey Boy turns up instead. Good soundtrack as well. That's got a good soundtrack. Very unique sci-fi film. It's quite sad what's happened to Bruce Willis, to be fair. Bless him. Predator Badlands, I've heard mixed things for that. I've heard it's actually like a good film, but some people saying that it should have been a Predator movie, Okay, so I was out of shot there. But there was a tricky bit I had to. Oh no, 100%. I understand that completely. I'm not saying. I've heard mixed things. It's a weird one of those weird films where there's just so many mixed reactions to it. Whereas usually with like sort of a lot of the films that come out now, it's either more or less 100%. God, get your words out, Daniel. It's 100% it's shit, or it's like no, it's actually a good film or whatever. So I'm quite surprised, to be fair. One second, guys. I'm going to pause the. I'm going to drag the music onto the other one again. It might pause for a second. Oh, that's worked fine. No, because sometimes the Bluetooth earphones, if you tap them, it'll actually pause the video. So it's not done that. You'll have to let me know when you get around to watching it what it's like. Give me your opinion on it. I would like to actually, probably check it out at some point. Okay, so there's the fur as is at the minute. Okay. Now it's not like there's still this stuff here still needs highlighting just a little bit more in a minute. But what I want to focus on is actually getting this shield now attached, because then that'll make it a damn sight easier to deal with the rest of the stuff afterwards. So what I need to do on this shield first, before I do any of that, is I need to go in with, I'll do it in this little corner here, look, with the where you can see on the camera. So this is the dark Prussian blue. This is what we use to mix in with this dark blue. We mixed the two together, and that's what gave us the base coat for the dark blue that we use. And obviously it's on the shield as well. So that's what I use that around the edges. Sort of grab this size 2 brush here, a little bit of water, just gonna, and all I'm gonna do with this is I'm gonna just, because you're not gonna see all this, I'm not gonna bother painting obviously the back of this shield. There's absolutely 0 point. Okay, so all I'm gonna do is just paint this dark blue on the rim of the shield, just so there's some color on there. So when we come to glue, because the contact points of the shield are already dictated for us. Okay, and by that I mean the shield is glued onto the body, and this nub here, and then also the back of this skull also acts as a point of contact. So I'm just gonna run a little bit of paint just on here and just around the back. Oh, just trying to get that bit there too much. And then just gonna touch the edges. Okay, I just want to make sure just that there's no black is shown, or showing rather, when we glue this to the main model. So all you'll see is like basically the dark blue, which is more than good enough for our purposes because it's going to be in shadow anyway. Green Eye, let me know what you think of the trailer. To be fair, I've not even... Okay, trailer looks good. I like that blue colour. Why are you laughing at a word? Well, it's because I've got the... I have the sense of humour of a fucking 5-year-old. Or whatever. A sense of humour as a bloody teenager. So I was obviously any word, like any slightly rude word with a rude innuendo to it, of course I'm going to laugh. This blue here is a really nice blue. It's called deep Prussian blue, I think, or dark Prussian blue. Dark Prussian blue. It used to be called deep Prussian blue, I think, but now it's dark. It's a really lovely colour. I like to use this to shade a lot of my blues that I paint. Okay, so let's just let this dry. Okay. We'll let that dry for a second. Let's put away our paints and our painting palette, because we're not going to need that now. We're going to need glue, we're going to need a paper clip, and we're going to need probably a little scalpel blade, or a little a craft knife of some description. So we're going to need that. We're going to need a little bit of glue. I'll use this one. I'm going to use a don't think I really need to use the accelerant because I think it'll be it's got a good enough contact point that it'll just dry on its own accord anyway. I need my little okay, so this shield here, okay, I'm going to glue onto the back of here. This is where it goes. The contact points are here, okay, and there's also a little recess there which will accept the back of the nub of the skull. So there's a nub there, skull, and that's going to go on there. So I'm going to scrape back some of the glue on some of the paint on those two nubs, scrape back a little bit of the paint on the back of that skull. I'm just going to carefully scrape some of the paint around that area there, and then we can ensure there's going to be a clean join. Okay, so that's the point of using the scalpel blade. I like to sometimes use this one. You can get in there and just do this. Scrape. I tend to find this type of knife is better to scrape with. Okay, but then you've got like a bit where that won't probably work because there's a bit of a lip obviously in the housing unit for the blade, so that can sometimes get in the way. So I like to use a scalpel which has nothing that obstructs the blade, so I can just go in there and just scrape quite freely with that. That'll be enough to scrape off there. Bit more paint off here. You don't need a lot. Super glue, that's the thing with some people make the mistake. They use too much super glue. You only need a dab. A dab of super glue. Like I said, the main reason why I want to put the shield on now is because that's going to save me a little bit of time when it comes to painting the rest of the model. So obviously here, I'm going to just scrape back a little bit of paint on the skull. Just a little bit. It's a contact point there. Scrape off. In fact now, do you see that? We just scrape that off. Just pull that off. Okay. I'm just going to take the just going to be careful there a little bit. I don't want to rub the paint off the bit I've already done, so I'm going to use a bit of tissue just to isolate it and just scrape back that little bit of super glue that's just built up there a little bit. Scrape off the glue from the nub. Just a little bit again, and then this one here. There's enough super glue scraped off there, and just a little bit, enough paint, for the super glue to adhere to, and off there. That's more than enough. That's perfect. So we're going to dry fit just to make sure. So that's where the shield's going to go, okay? So as you can see, that's going to obstruct a fair amount of the model. So it's just going to save me some time a bit later, and then I can figure out where I can add some extra shading to, okay? So let's just now take the shield. Let's unscrew our super glue, and we're going to put, this is the slightly thicker super glue. Let's take a paper clip. I did have one already out, but I've lost it already, so let's just get another one. These are, oh, here it is. I basically buy like one of them, shops. Just buy like a pack of, they'll last you a lifetime. Okay, so a little bit of glue in there, a little bit of glue in there, and a little bit of glue on there. That's it, done. And we're going to get a little bit of playtime. There we go. Oh, you no. Okay, there we go. That's it. Perfect. So I'm just going to hold it in place now. Now, if I wanted to, I could use the accelerant because it will. It's a spray, and it will get into the nooks and crannies, and it won't hurt the. It won't hurt the model. So all I do is just hold the piece together. And just a little spray. Okay, that will soak in. And underneath. That's it. That should have been more than enough just to hold that in place. It's only like it's an accelerant. Doesn't hurt the glue. Sorry, it doesn't hurt the model. It won't strip the model down or anything like that. The paint won't just start peeling off and dissolving. So that stand's done away with now. We don't need that. We don't need the other one that we used. So they are now, and the great thing about them is they're reusable. So when I come to do another model in sub assemblies, I can just reuse the stands that I've already done, that I've already made. Because I just break them off at the contact point on the stand. So now he is starting to really, well, this is really the home stretch. So I'd probably say maybe one more video. Obviously I'll paint him when I get back, and I might do a little bit of painting a bit later on tonight maybe, or whatever. Just touch a few little areas here and there. Obviously, so on the shield I've got the skull to do, the hand to do. Got to highlight the gold. Highlight the blue a little bit more. We've got the horns to do. I've got the helmet to finish off. Just got to pick out a few little areas on this detailing here. Maybe an extra highlight on the belt here and there. Just like a little hint of just a little brighter colour on the belt there. I've got another highlight on that arm to do, but on that piece there. But I want to make sure I do it after I've glued the sword and that on. I've gone in there. I painted the underside of that arm bit there, so that's done. So he's actually looking really, really good. So this is pretty much what I wanted to do on the stream in terms of the actual model. Okay, we can go back in a bit later on. We can do a little bit. I'll use some washes around the edges, around the contact points. Where the shield meets the pelt there, the fur, just to help deepen those shadows a little bit. And then we can go in on these top parts with an even brighter fur color and just zap it a little bit here and there, just to give that a little bit of interest. Okay, so that's going to be pretty much it for painting. However, I do want to have this is my little sort of early birthday. This is my sort of birthday stream, obviously so obviously ahead of time. I can't stream on the actual birthday because obviously I'm busy. I just wanted to I wanted to try something because I just wanted to give it a go. Also, I just thought it'd be nice to basically play a game from my childhood when I used to be, obviously when I was a kid. And I would go, because I mentioned before about arcades, go to the arcades with my brother, and arcade games being a great source of inspiration when it comes to miniature painting and stuff like that. Now, this wasn't a game that I mentioned because this is not really a game necessarily that's really to do with anything like that, but it's just a game from I used to play when I was younger, and I was at the arcade. I had a lot of fun with it, a lot of good time with it, and it's also based on a movie that I really like as well. So I figured it'll be just a good thing for me to just to play and just to chill with and sort of decompress. I've still got the stream up, but you obviously you look at this thinking, well, I'm going to be looking at a keyboard. No, you're not. So let's shut down the music. Let's switch to there we go. So we're switching to the gaming scene. You should still be able to hear me. Just confirm that you can still, you should be able to hear me still. The mic is still going. So we are going to play. We are going to play RoboCop. This is the arcade game RoboCop that I had.
Serve the public trust, protect the innocent,
Yep.
uphold the law.
I've got my drink here.
RoboCop.
Okay, so I'm a little drink. Here we go. So let's play. So hopefully this will check the OBS. It should be coming through okay. It should be too loud. So this game I used to play as a kid a lot when I used to go to the arcade. I always knew which arcade it was in, and I'd always race to go play it. So here we go, downtown Detroit. We're playing as Robo, of course, and we're going to uphold the law. Really simple game, but when I was a kid, this game, don't get me wrong, this game has some bullshit later on. There's the bike. It's a very simple game. So you got jump, you can walk left or right, you can punch, but then once you get to a certain section, your gun will unholster your gun, and you can start blowing away enemies. So once you know the level enough, like you can really get used to the patterns. Here we go. Here comes the gun. Okay, now we're just going to blow away people. Of course, there's his signature trademark. Drop it. But this, yeah, RoboCop. So this is one of my absolute favourite films of all time. Definitely in my top 5 films. I watched it when I was a kid, and it was kind of weird because there used to be this thing, especially with a lot of maybe 70s and 80s kids. You had the rites of passage. RoboCop was one of those films that was like your rites of passage. It was that film that was a 18 certificate. Everyone's dad or uncle. Here's Ed 209 there. Just jump and shoot. Nice and simple. There we go. He's done. So everyone's dad or uncle had this on video, and of course you'd find it and you'd want to watch it, and they're like no, and then eventually they went yes, and you got to watch. And it's a brutal movie to watch, especially when the main character is basically killed at the start of the film. But of course, he becomes RoboCop. Here we go. We're in old Detroit now. Watch out! Duck and shoot. Save the hostage. There we go. So you got goons from the top and bottom here. In a second there'll be a guy with a chainsaw. Make sure you get rid of that guy as soon as you can. Watch out for grenades. Yeah, so RoboCop was just one of those films that was like one of those ones that kids you watched when you was a kid, and it changed your life as a kid. I mean, it was so cool. It was violent and bloody and brutal. You know, RoboCop was so cool. You know, he just. But yeah, great film. I love it. great science fiction, great, very underestimated film in terms of like how like poignant the actual movie is. You know, another hostage to save here. Make sure you save her. If you save her, she gives you health. You can kill her by accident. It just kills you straight away. Yeah, the whole idea of basically like a guy just being stripped of his fucking murdered and stripped of his humanity and just turned into a fucking product, basically. And then him obviously regaining his dead. Oh well, quick. Yeah, the bullshit turns up. Oh, we made a high score there. Yeah, the bullshit does ramp up quite quick in this game. You get enemies from all sides start fucking. And you get grenades and all sorts of bloody shit thrown at you. Wait till you see later on. It's ridiculous.
You are under arrest.
Okay, so now we're going to get some guys in a fucking van. Okay, here we go. Now, a load of guys will come out of this back door here. Watch out for the chainsaw guy. Okay, there we go. Yeah, no, it's a really good film. Like, obviously, this goes on a what you call it? On a revenge spree. Basically, he starts to rediscover his true identity. So it's really good. Oh, okay, it's a really good film. But the game was really good as a kid. You couldn't play this game anywhere else. Well, there were some home computer versions, but they're not on any of the home computers I had. Okay, so this is just target practice. So this allows you, if you get a perfect score, you can increase your health. Oh, come on. Ah, I missed it. That's it. No chance now. Ah! I'm using the keyboard and mouse, so it's a little bit harder. Ah, never mind. I will get some health. I will get health back though. But unfortunately, no health increase. But so we'll be okay. We'll try our best. Okay, junkyard. Let's go. This is where the bullshit turns up. Ready? Oh, here we go. Grenades, guns, bullets. Here we go. The bullshit turns up. This is what basically made you go back to your mum, ask her for another £1, so you can change the pound into 10p pieces, so that you can put 20p in each time. Okay, there we go. And of course, the soundtrack for the game, the music, is digitized straight for the movie. So this music, of course, been used in the police chase scene at the start of the movie, where Alex Murphy and Officer Anne Lewis are pursuing Clarence Monaco and his gang, who have just pulled off a bank heist, and one of the goons actually trashes the bloody. I missed the power. Damn it! It trashes the. Basically burns the money, and they have a disagreement in the back. Oh, there we go. A little bit of health back for saving the hostage. So yeah, this piece of music's from that. And then gets reused again later on during the finale of the movie as well, which is really cool. Okay, here we go. Bullshit.
You are under arrest.
I hate this fucking weapon as well, though. It's a good weapon for when you.
You are under arrest.
Okay, that's the first one done. That's the first one done. Ah! There we go. Oh, thank God for that. Oh.
Thank you for your cooperation.
So yeah, all the music he'd used in the game is from the movie, from the soundtrack, which is really great. It's one of my favourite soundtracks as well for a movie. So good. Basil Polidorus, of course. I think the same guy who did the music for Conan the Barbarian, the Arnie classic, and also Starship Troopers. So you're gonna see high levels of bullshit now. Goons from all angles now. Watch how far they throw these fucking grenades as well, look. Okay, there we go. Now we've got the armor piercing bullets again. This is way better than the spread shot. Bullshit, look at that. Bullshit, bullshit. Dead. They just fucking lob like random bits of fucking scaffolding at you. Luckily, of course, we can just put as many coins as we want. Not gonna lie to you, I won't guarantee that we'll complete this, but we'll give it a damn good go. Yeah, so yeah, my memories of the arcade are so fond when my love of video games sort of really the games you could play at the arcade were just like unlike what you could play on the console, especially back in the day. But I always remember. Oh, there we go. I got the. I mean, some of the games you couldn't even get, obviously, for your consoles, and if you could get them, they weren't anywhere near as good. I remember. Okay, there we go. We I remember playing. So obviously not mentioning the obviously the arcades that I used to go to or whatever, but I had I always knew I always had my the route planned, so I always knew which arcade I was going to go into first, what games I was going to play, in what order I was going to play. I had it all planned out. Such good times. This is a swinging ball one now. This is bullshit.
You are under arrest. You are under arrest.
Dead.
You are under arrest.
But yeah, those carefree times. It's like I was never interested in going to the bloody beach, you know. It's like we always had to go to the beach part first. And I was like, no, I want to play games. I'm gonna die again. I say I'm no pro at this. This is why this is basically me as a kid, just dying and then running out of money about here and not being able to play. Because I had to make sure that I spent my money wisely, you know.
Thank you for your cooperation.
I can only play put so much money into each you know, arcade cabinet. I was just yeah, shooting practice. Okay, let's hopefully we get this one down. Let's just try. Okay, let's get ready. Let's see how well we do. No! Not gonna do it, not gonna do it, not gonna do it. No, missed it. I really could have done with that health boost as well. Ah! Oh, perfect shoot, did it? Oh, nice! There we go, bit of health. Okay, I need that. Oh dear, what great! This is taking me back. This is taking me back. I was always there. We go. This is bullshit. Okay, this is bullshit 101 now. This is basically where the game is telling you, give me all the money, all your money, all the money in the world. Just give me all the money. Just keep giving me all your money. Of course, this, I spoke about the music, of course, earlier on. Of course, this is the RoboCop main theme, of course. Absolutely. Obviously, this is the, this is the, look at this, look. So that's bullshit right there. That is fucking bullshit. That is, give me your fucking money. All your money. Look at this! Look! It's even slowing the game down! It's even slowing the game down! There's too many on the screen! The game's even telling you there's too many on the screen! Yeah, so the RoboCop main theme is just... I mean, that's the thing. The 80s had just some of the best music for stuff, you know? You had the RoboCop theme, you had Terminator theme, of course, you had... I'm just gonna die now. Yeah, bullshit. You had Back to the Future. You had Indiana Jones. You had I know Star Wars was the 1970s, but still, like you had you know, The Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi. Just yeah, some of the soundtracks for those movies. Of course, you had the greats, you see. You had the greats, John Williams, Jerry Goldsmith, you know. Oh, Danny Elfman, of course, came on the scene. Danny Elfman with his Beetlejuice soundtrack, his Batman soundtrack. Oh, got some health. Not much, though. What's this? Oh, this is the bullshit. Oh, here we go. Fucking hyper specialized ED209. Yeah, whatever. Fucking smart missiles. How are you supposed to beat this with fucking... You're fucking like 10 years old. Oh, that's it. Anyway, I'm done. Dead. Dead. Let's just do another. Should we do another game? Why not? I have one more game in the.
Serve the public trust, protect the innocent, uphold.
Let's close it off. Let's play. There we go. This is the only other emulated game I've got on the. And this was a game I used to play at the arcade as well, so it fits. I wanted to see if this actually. Worked okay. I didn't want to get too many games because it didn't work okay, but it seems to be working fine. This is X-Men Children of the Atom. I'll bring it across. There we go. So I used to play this a hell of a lot. This to me was basically like... God, this was better than Street Fighter. This was Street Fighter but with Marvel's characters. So let's just... Let's choose Iceman. We'll do a quick little playthrough. We've got 20 minutes left and I'm going to finish this stream at 10 o'clock. Oh no! My inputs all... I thought I sorted these out. So I should have had this. I wasn't planning on actually. I thought I'd do a bit better on RoboCop than what I did, but obviously, let's have a look. There we go. No. Excellent. KO. Oh, to me, this game was amazing. This was a. I just wanted, and of course, at the time, this was when I played this game. Of course, it was the only Marvel-style fighting game that there was, and then I was like, oh god, I really would love, because at this time, obviously, like the what you call it, the shit, the there we go. The Spider-Man cartoon and stuff obviously was huge, and I really wanted Capcom to make a Spider-Man fighting game with like all the you know, the Spider-Man characters. So, you know, Spider-Man, you know, Venom, Doc Ock, that kind of thing. Well, of course, sure enough, not quite, but they ended up making a Marvel superheroes game, which was amazing as well. Spider-Man, Captain America, yeah, just great. The music in this game is amazing as well. The Capcom fighting games had it fucking just so catchy. I am playing this on a keyboard, so it's a bit tricky, but you can do it because it's quite surprising actually how easy it is to still perform the input commands.
You win. Yeah. Round 2.
I do have this on the PS5, of course. I've got the Marvel collection. Absolutely brilliant, banging, and it's just so nice to be able to play it on. But for a time there, not gonna lie to you guys, this was the only way I could really play it. Was let's cheese it. Oh! There we go. We cheesed it. This is not a professional playthrough by any means. This is a Big D playthrough, of course. But these games, I tell you, they're very much. Oh, he's gonna kick my ass. Very much a big part of my childhood, of course. And so all go towards. You know, me as a person, I suppose, like my interests and my hobbies and things. There we go.
You win. Round 2.
But again, the same thing. It's the same thing, really, when it comes to. When it comes to painting, like my mentality, it's just I do this for fun, you know. I'm not a professional gamer, but I'm probably one of the worst gamers in the world, you know. But that's it, he's got me. But I do enjoy just they're good to relax with. The same with miniatures. Oh, he's whooping me. Oh yes! Just gonna grab myself another cheeky beer there. Oh, Wolverine, let's go. It does get a bit tricky sometimes with just using the control, we're using the keyboard there, but you get used to it. I think they're going to ramp up the AI a little bit here. I might have to cheese it. Okay, so here's a good way. So with Iceman, you can absolutely cheese the heck out of the game. All you have to do is hold down, heavy punch, heavy kick. That's it. And he does this like, it's, oh no, it didn't work. Oh my god, usually it works. But what you can do is use it to keep your distance and then fire off your special. There we go. Fire off your special. And when you keep doing this, it builds up your special bar. Fire off your special again. Okay? And then just go back in with the ice avalanche. This is a really cheesy way. Oh, you see, he gets hit with it double twice. There we go, boom. Now that was cheesy. I'm not claiming to be proud of that, but if you want a quick and easy tip, it doesn't always work. You can see, obviously, like Wolverine he'll fight back, bless him, because his Wolverine is he's a warrior. He's gonna fight back. He's not gonna take it laying down. But keep your distance. Use the Arctic attack or Arctic blast, or whatever it's, and then just keep. It doesn't work on all opponents. Some opponents can get out of it like he can. And then hit him again. It will do chipping damage. Oh, there goes everything. It will do chipping damage. Now, hopefully, I win by time over. Da-da-da. Sentinel, he's a really cool character. My brother loved this character. He has some of the coolest sound bites in the game as well. Like his, he has like neutralize, and so it's really cool stuff. Oh, I'm gonna cheese him! Freeze! There we go. Didn't need to cheese him too much. Okay, chat, here we go. Round 3. Ah! Oh, block it! If he hits you with that, your life just goes down so bad. Because he has like, he can just like keeps. Oh, here we go. Spam time. It's spam time, baby. Oh, what's that? Oh no! No, I've only got. He can get me with those missiles if I'm not careful. What I need is a good... There we go. A good hit. That's what I needed. You can, if you try, get brave and jump. Get brave and jump. That will work as well. Oh. Got myself a Hobgoblin IPA here as well. This is a nice beer. I've got myself... Small, this is a fun character. Her stage is really cool as well. You're just like... Damn it, I want the first hit! Yeah, so the ground breaks with her, but what, on her stage. There's a couple of characters where the ground breaks. So you got her stage, Colossus stage. I think that might be it, to be fair. Oh! No, I need to be careful now. She has the ability to switch as well. Okay, right, keep... Do not let her get you, whatever you do. Oh, I'm gonna lose it. Damn. This should get me a special though, because she just kicks the hell out of you and that's it, it's game over. Good luck, Vienna. This is the bottom of the stage, of course. There's Mojo in the background there, the rule of the of Mojo World. Damn it! Here we go. Bullshit. No. Oh, there we go. I had to. If she grabbed me, that was it. It was game over. Got the first attack again! Freeze! So yeah, like this game, bloody Super Street Fighter 2. These were my main two beat 'em ups of the arcade. I did play a little bit of Mortal Kombat, but not much. I was never a big Mortal Kombat guy, but I did enjoy playing it here and there, you know. But I think for me, I remember at the time, like, I think maybe it was Mortal Kombat 2 that was out at the time, and man, they wanted some money for that game. And then when Mortal Kombat 3 came out, oh my god, like 50p a go. Oh, here we go, Juggernaut. So here's the second to last boss. This guy's a beast, absolute beast. He just rock. That's it. Rocks your world. Earthquake, earthquake, earthquake. There you go. Ah, yeah. Earthquake. Dead. Yeah, you really have to like cheese this guy. You got a perfect on me for God's sake. Cheese him, okay? You can do the same technique here, look. Use that. It will chip away at him. Oh, shit. Because the one thing that is... Juggernaut's really strong, but he will take double... So when he does like that, so he pulls his arms back and goes for a big strike. If you hit him when he does that, he takes like double damage or whatever. Fuck! Fuck! I'm not getting my inputs right. Ah! So he'll do that thing where he'll just walk forward towards you, and he'll just like take the damage. Oh, there we go. Earthquake bullshit. You can slow yourself down if you do. So it's hard to. Ah, no. That's it. So if you just earthquake, you can. Okay, so that was a perfect play at all. But So when if you jump up when he does earthquake, jump up just before he does it. Slow your descent down. Use the diagonal down ice beam, and that's down forward punch, low punch, light punch, and you basically you'll do a diagonal down blast. Here we go, Magneto, one of the coolest bosses in a fighting game ever, and has probably one of the best soundtracks for a stage ever. So this guy is gonna rock your shit. He has access to all sorts of bullshit. He can use force fields. But yeah, this is there. Let's try and get it if we can. There you go, look, bullshit, 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 bullshit. Bullshit, 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 bullshit. Bullshit, 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 bullshit. That's all, that's it, that's it, that's it. So he does, look at him, look at him. Look at him. Relentless. That's it, keep checking, that's it, I can't do fuck all. Bam. Bam, bam. Yeah, whatever. And that's what you would always hear as a kid. You lose. Give me more money. You lose. Let's try again. We'll stick with Iceman. We know what we're doing. You don't get the intro the second time round. Here we go. He just has bullshit moves. He has like 0 recovery time. The best thing you can try and do is if you can grab him and get him in some kind of grab, like the freeze, the hold there, he will usually do a tech reversal or whatever, which will deplete his okay, so he's got bullshit. This is called the bullshit force field, okay? So he just stands there and takes your attacks. It's absolute bullshit. Here we go. Oh, air pull, air pull, air pull, see him pull. Yeah. He's gonna do shockwave in a second, I guarantee it. There you go, block it. Ah! It's bullshit time. I don't really want to... Yeah. I'm putting, the thing is though, every kid who went to the arcade back in the day, and then when they replay these games now, you just realise how like that these games were in fact designed to take your money, and they just throw. They just stand there, there we go again, look, boom, boom, boom. Just stays in the corner, spams it. That's yeah. You're not getting a perfect on me though. You didn't get a perfect though, so I'll take that. Even when I play on the PS5 version, it's very rare that I beat him. Oh, pack it in. Yeah. My reflexes aren't as good on the keyboard, unfortunately. Oh. 1 second. There we go. Let's try a different character. Let's try Cyclops.
Round one. Fight.
There we go.
You win.
What was that? What was that computer? What did it? Yes. Oh!
You lose. Round three. Fight.
Oh, he caught onto me. He caught onto me.
You lose.
He was like, "You ain't having that. None of that," he says. Okay, one more try with the gene splice. Oh no, yeah. He didn't like it. He didn't like it, look. Yeah, Ian pulls. Go on, yeah. Whatever.
Round two.
We're not gonna win it, chat. We ain't winning it. We ain't winning it. We'll try Colossus.
Round one. Fight.
Oh, don't because. Okay, so the reason why I picked Colossus is even when he does those bullshit diagonal, he can basically charge into them and not get hurt by them. Ah! We'll try again. We'll try again with Colossus. I was actually getting somewhere there. So with Cyclops, obviously, I went for the get him in the corner and use your uppercut attack, and just keep trying to spam it that way. With Colossus, you can actually use your your kind of like dash attack to get in close to him. But he will grab you, which is there, that kind of thing. So when he goes in the corner and tries to do his bullshit, you can smash the fuck out of him like that, look. Oh, no! It's telling me that. There you go. So, of course, if he gets you with the attack first, as you see there, he just goes in the corner, and he starts lobbing them, those projectiles at you. You can't do it. So you have to time it right, so you basically start your attack as he does it. Like that, you see? But now, that's the thing. The timing has to be perfect.
Round 2.
You can also do it through. Well, we're gonna, just like we would do back in the day, when you was a child, or when you was a kid, or however old you were, you was down to your last 20 pence piece, you put it in, you press continue, you press start, this was it, this was your last chance to try and beat the computer. It all rides on this. You went to your mum or your dad, you went please, they went no, this is your last one, make it count. Yay! Round 1! Oh, those memories are coming back now. Shit! Messed it up, I messed up the timing. Yeah, I messed it up, it's my fault. I got cocky. No, I failed, guys. That was it. It was the Hail Mary. It's done. It's over. I didn't beat the computer this time. Young Big D, back in the day, at the arcade. The last 20 pence piece. No more. He failed. 2, 1, 0. He didn't beat. He did not beat Magneto this time round. There we go. So that was it. That was my little foray into a little bit of childhood memories there. A little bit of streaming, a little bit of gaming streaming. Sorry, I hope that was. I know it's a little bit different, a little bit unusual for this channel. It's not going to be obviously a regular thing. It's just a bit of fun that I wanted to do, just to kind of I don't know, sort of commemorate my sort of first birthday on stream, even though obviously it's not officially my birthday yet. So obviously here's the guy that we thingy. This is where we got into before we close off. So like I said before, I'm going to go in there and obviously I'll do a few more highlights on the therm and stuff, just to brighten up some of those edges where obviously the shield, where the fur is actually exposed. Thank you, Green Eye Big Bad Wolf. Thank you. Yeah, so we've got not much left to do, to be fair. Like little bits, little areas. There's the sword. So a sword's obviously going to be a big part of the thing. So overall, we've got just the mod. We've obviously I've got to start painting the some of the paint that's come off there on that little corner. Bugger. I'll sort that out. Excuse me. So I've got to paint some of the base. I've got I bought myself a new cat tongue brush to do that, like a fine one. This is a size 2. This is a size 2 filbert, so that should allow me to get in there and paint them. Once it's obviously these brushes are, there we go, that's better. So that will allow me to get in there and be able to paint all that, sort of get the basic ground cover done, get some of the rock I don't really want to touch until I've got the sword painted and then that glued on there and pushed in there. Then I'll go in with some extra texture paste for the ground. Then we can paint all that up together. That'll look nice. We'll put a little bit of dead grass on there, a little bit of snow eventually. We're going to paint the skull. We're going to paint that hand. We're going to just highlight the gold a little bit. Then we'll just, once the model is fully assembled and fully painted to the point where I can then look at the model as a whole and then decide if I need to brighten certain highlights, deepen certain shadows, and just see how the model looks as a whole piece. And then that's where you can make your adjustments, because again, it's all well and good looking at the model in sections, but it has to look cohesive and it has to look good as a whole model. So we will see if I've achieved that when the thing is painted and assembled. So we'll see. Obviously the horn still need painting. The highlight on the helmet there needs adding on. But all in all, we have a nice looking model. That we've managed to do on a couple of I've done sources now stream 4. So of painting this guy, so that's quite cool. So yeah, so I'm going to just finish my beer here. I'm going to may as well just see out the last few minutes here. Green Eye Big Bad Wolf, I do appreciate you sticking around. I appreciate you thinking about my gameplay. It was just a little bit of fun. I wanted to just thingy there. It was nice to have it was just nice to go back for a second there. Go back to being that young version of me that used to go to the arcades and play these games and get absolutely get frustrated over them and used to. Well, I do appreciate that. I mean, it means the world to me. And again, that said, that was only like a silly one-off thing. It's not going to be like the norm or whatever for this channel anyway. Especially, I might maybe once the blue moon do a gameplay stream or something, just as like a one-off. Like if I want to like just fire up a random stream, but I'll make sure that one's labelled as such. And if it's what I feel like playing a game and just reminiscing a little bit. I mean, I think I will pick games that will have some actual what do you call it, some actual bearing maybe towards what I'm actually doing. So some of the games that are quite influential in terms of painting these style of models, okay, and also how inspirational they can be in terms of choosing color and tone and stuff like that. Very, very useful resource that not many people maybe think to actually look at. And I'll go into other sources of inspiration as well, like in streams. Because I think that's a very useful. I think it's always good to have, especially if you're like stuck for an idea. Just to look in places that you didn't really think to look for inspiration is a very useful useful thing to do, a very useful resource. So that would definitely be something we'll go into. So I've got that guy to paint. I've got what we've got coming up. We've got that guy to finish off. I've got the snow globe project, which I'm really, really looking forward to. And I know, obviously, Green Eye, you'll be awaiting that with interest as well, and seeing what we can come up with that. I think that there's a lot of promise with this project, and hopefully it will inspire other people to do like similar things. It's definitely a unique way to display painted models. Obviously, I've got to do a little bit of research and just get my head around, obviously, like using certain materials and making sure that it's all that they're water resistant and so on and so forth. The actual model itself isn't going to be an issue that I paint because obviously, well, the model is plastic. It'll be painted with acrylic paints, which don't wash off with water anyway. But obviously, we'll make sure that it's appropriately varnished as well, just to help protect it that little bit, just in case. And also, we need to make sure that any ground cover and any textures and any materials that I put in here as well are like sealed as well, and that way they won't when I do fill it with water and then I put the doodah on and then we glue it on, then we shake it, all the stuff doesn't just like come away after 5 seconds. So that's definitely going to be an interesting project, to say the least. And then that'll be it for this year in terms of projects. So that will be the main project. We'll have this one done, and then we'll start that project, which I'll be doing some of that behind the scenes, off camera anyway, just so we can make sure that we make good progress as we go on. Go on. Yeah, Green. I had another thought. What thought did you have? Share with the class. Right, yeah, so that's actually a good point, and that's what I'm going to... So, this is what this project is going to be. So this is a start... No, this is basically a set that gives you stuff that you can... Basically, everything in here is what you need to basically start an army, essentially. Okay, so you've got some units here. You've got some horsemen. You've got foot troops and stuff like that. So this is going to essentially be that project. So I will show unboxing, going through the contents, going through the sprues, showing how to go about assembling them. I even today. This is that was one of the things I can't. Oh, can I reach it? Yes, I can. Okay, so I went out and picked up. Oh, you can't see it now because I got the thing in the way. There we go. So I went out and picked up. Oh no! But I will go through all the tools. I will go through all the tools. I will, because most of the there is no there's no like hobby set or anything like that for Warhammer the Old World anyway. So I will go through the box and I will show you every process. Yeah. So what I'll do is I'll show every process and I will show you the tools that I use, and I will obviously tell you like where you can get them from. Like, you know, what, like, and then just go from there. So I bought a couple of these today. I went out and bought a couple of these because these are going to be a very useful resource for when we come to take our models off the sprue and start to build the models. These are going to be a very useful resource, and these are just like cheap and easy things you can buy from most places anyway. Just basically like tackle boxes or whatever. You can get jewelry. Ones for like jewelry. You get ones for crafting, like arts and crafts. Like people that make little beads and things like that. I like these particular ones because you can adjust. You can move the retaining sections to make them any size, to make these any. Unfortunately, you can't lift these bits out, but for our purposes, for the kind of figures that we'll be doing in that box set, that kit, this will be more than adequate for that. So I'll go through glues, I'll go through cutters, I'll go through craft knives, I'll go through glues, cutters, craft knives. I'll go through basing materials. I'll go through paints, like a basic paint set that you might need, that you want to get just to start you off. Even more so, I might just, because obviously the paint sets themselves can be expensive as well. So, I'll talk about ways in which you can make it cheap, maybe cheaper on yourself by not necessarily like going out and buying a 50 paint, starter set, because most painting starter sets these days usually come with about 50 paints. And that's a lot of paints, and that would do you. That you go out and get that's going to last you a very long time, and you're not probably going to need to buy many paints after that, if any. Like so, but we'll go through. We'll go through color selection process. That way, you can narrow down the amount of paints that you need to purchase, because that's a big thing as well. Like, well, what colors are you? There's no point buying a color. But do the models? No. It's all separate. You can buy. So there are some. Okay, so there are some sets that do come with like. There's like a hobby set that you can get, but you get that for Warhammer 40k. You get that for Age of Sigmar. You can't get that for Warhammer the Old World, unfortunately. And in that you do get like bits and pieces, but they tend to be on the not so good side of things. Like, so sometimes, the paints that you'll get in those little sets are like kind of like they're not as good. You don't get a lot of it. It's not really. I think it's not really economical, to be fair. So I would actually rather show on a set like what I'm going to get, and then because most of the Warhammer the Old World stuff comes in sets like so when you buy a starter set, that's how your starter sets come is in that kind of thing. So you'll need to obviously get paints and glue and stuff separately, but I'll do a what do you call it? I'll do a like a budget type thing as well. So not including the actual minis themselves, the box set itself. Do I recommend starting budding painters to buy the magazines, or are they pointless? Right. Okay. So depends what kind of magazines you on about. If you mean, so you can, right, so there was a Warhammer or whatever magazine that you used to be able to get, or maybe they might still do that magazine series now, but maybe a different version of it where you got figures and paints in the every month or whatever. I think it was like every month or every 2 weeks or something like that. One a monthly, I think. Well, I think that might be the White Dwarf magazine. So in terms of, okay, right, so they can be good for an inspirational point of view. However, most people now have access to internet either by phones or tablets or laptops or whatever. It's honestly just now so much cheaper and easier, because White Dwarf magazine can be quite expensive now. It's just cheaper and easier, I personally think, to just Google whatever model it is, whatever inspiration you're looking for. So that might be, okay. What is that though? Is that where do you actually get models and stuff in that? Because I remember White Dwarf though. So I wouldn't. No, I was just thinking though. So £64 for 12 months, but with that £64, you could probably, save that and buy. Well, with that you could probably buy paints, glue, clippers, a decent knife, and still have money left over for like other stuff. And I'd honestly personally just use Google. Like I haven't bought a White Dwarf magazine in years. Because, like I say, the internet now is probably a better resource. And White Dwarf magazine really now is just a catalogue magazine. Really, it's just to sell you stuff, in my opinion. It's not really. I mean, obviously the thingy, but it's. I think you get more inspiration and more. I don't know. Just go online. Go on Google. Type in whatever you're looking for. Hit search. Go on images. Hit search. You'll find pictures of models and painted models, artwork, sketches. All sorts of stuff. There's forums. There's all sorts of resources out there. Even YouTube I'd probably say YouTube is a much more valuable resource now than White Dwarf, 100%. I used to think the no, yeah. So no, all right. So okay, so you have White Dwarf magazine. They don't do that. They don't do that at all, right? They don't. They just do all the thingy stuff, but they won't give you any models. What you used to get. 1 second. There we go, you can hear me now. That's it, there we go. So if I just do this quickly, I know it's gone to black, but bear with me. Just bear with me for a second. This is kind of on the fly. I will do this. I will do this. There we go. Okay, that's right. There we go. Sorry, there we go. I know this is on the fly. Just bear with me. Okay, there we go. You can see that now, yeah? You see? All right. So if you look at the screen, oh, okay. So if I just go, oh God, give me a second. Okay, so sharing the screen. So images. So there you go. Look. Oh God, what we're doing? Ah. Oh, sod off. Didn't mean to do that. Go back. Go back. Go back. Go back. Go back. There we go. Right. So I've just done obviously a Google. Just done a quick Google search. So this will show you like resources. You got obviously Reddit there. I don't use Reddit up that much, but it's it's still a good resource to use. You got some painted models here. So whatever this site is here. Obviously, you got the Warhammer community there, which is obviously the official site, but that's fine. You got this one here, Bella Lost Souls. That's a really good resource. So you have all these resources here, literally at the. So if I go Warhammer the Old World, if I type in there, Chaos, boom, boom. Okay, so some of these are obviously like the online stores, but you just get resource after resource after resource. So in my opinion, and then even if I do that, so if I go on videos, boom, 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 video, and these are all on YouTube for free. There we go, I'm back in. So yes, I know, I agree, I 100% agree. So I'll go through all that because it can be obviously an overwhelming thing. I mean, I think just in general, like buying, just like going and buying just a box of figures can be, overwhelming because especially if you're like new to the hobby, of course. And there's the thing as well, is obviously a lot of YouTube channels do kind of just throw you in the deep end sometimes with stuff. They'll automatically assume that you've already got the models clipped off the sprues and assembled and blah, blah, blah. And they just kind of throw a lot of information at you, a lot of overwhelming information. But you're not really learning anything. You're being stimulated with stuff on the screen, but you're not actually learning and retaining information, and that's the difference between, like obviously teaching and, and that kind of thing. So that's why I try to be. I want to try to be quite thorough with my explanations and tutorials and things like that. So I will literally. That's why even like with this guy. Obviously, I've gone over. I mean, I did a lot of this off screen. Obviously, like gluing them onto the base, and then gluing the pieces of the models to the sprue to the stands and things like that. but I've tried to explain like my thought process behind it, why I've done it, and then how to go about assembling it. Like there's that, as you can still see a little bit of that seam there. Unfortunately, I didn't really probably do, but when you look at it without the camera, because the camera obviously picks up quite a lot of detail, but the human eye, you can't really see it that much. So, but I could have probably done a much better job on that blend there. But what do you call it? To go through a process showing you how you could essentially end up with, oh, there we go. So showing you that you can end up with a group of figures like this, not fully assembled. Some of these guys don't have the shields on and stuff like that. And this guy hasn't got his shield. This guy hasn't got his standard arm, and that guy's missing his head because I wanted to paint the head, but separately. But to show you how you could basically end up with a unit like this. This has been primed black, then grey, and then white on top. I mean, that way it allows us to do some really good speed painting techniques. The basing is already done, so I would show you how to get the models to this state, and then we'll do some painting with them and show you how to do some I'll do really simple painting techniques. Again, it's all going to be about one thing I do want to get across when we do this type of thing. This is all about clean base coats, really clean base coats, clean and neat, and they will look. And then that way, without any actual, without any shading or highlighting, they will still look really nice as a whole unit. And then we can go into adding some shading, adding some highlights. Yeah, so that great question, great, yeah, and that is basically going to be that's going to be the plan. That will be the plan. So what I'm hoping I can do is I still have to look into it a little bit. Is I'm trying to find out if there's a way, because I might go mute for a second, but don't worry about it. I'll just sort of show you quickly. So what I have obviously on OBS is I have scenes. So the scenes are things like, so this is what I call the main scene. So this has the map. This has obviously a pixel image of me or whatever, my logo here, and then my camera screen here. But what I also have is a scene that you guys don't see, which is called camera setup. Now I'll click it now. The mic will go dead, but don't worry, I'll be back in 2 seconds. So the camera. Okay, so there you go. So the camera setup is literally just the main camera, and there's no other bits and pieces in the background. So there's no other overlays. There's no me here. There's no logo here, and there's no map. Now I'm hoping I can find if there's a add-on, extension or whatever I can install on OBS that will allow me to record, so live stream off showing this screen here that I'm showing now, but then also be able to record the camera setup screen. Because if I can film the camera setup screen without that or that in the way, and none of this stuff in the background, then I can use the footage that I film during the live stream. I can then mute the live stream, take the footage, mute the audio, edit the footage, like add a little bit of a time lapse to it, a little bit of fast forward, like break it down, condense it down to like, you know, digestible videos, then record a separate audio track over the top, separate audio commentary over the top of it. Yeah, and then that's basically what so there'll be so I'll have a little bit of license-free music in the background. I'll look into that to make sure that I can do that. Obviously, I can find some that I can use. Have them paint the, obviously be doing the model. I'll be talking over the top of it, and then that should make for much more interesting content. So the idea is basically during the live streams, film for content, and then be able to turn that into actual edited content for the YouTube channel. So that's the basic plan. So I just need to look into whether or not there's a extension of whether it's called an add-on to it that I can do that. So I'll be able to hit hit go live, but also hit start recording as well, and then that way I can record the other scene instead. Record the camera setup screen. That way I can edit it easier. Yeah, so basically, yeah. So I'm going to be basically turning it into. So let's just say, for instance, obviously I wanted to just focus on the live stream aspect at the minute to get myself used to talking again, like getting the get used to flapping my gums. So what I was basically doing was practicing, obviously giving instruction, obviously on live stream whilst painting the areas, but then all I would do so take this same footage of, say, me painting the cape fully, and then that would be edited down, and then that's it goes from this. I could do two birds with one stone basically, and then but I would also have to do like recording, like while I'm not streaming as well, of course. Like I wouldn't be able to probably get enough footage for, you know, a video in 3 hours, because obviously to do like a section of model could take longer, and then, you know, so on. So it's just, but it's definitely something I really want to do. And to be fair, it's not. It's a thing that's done quite a lot now. Is that a lot of people do use their live streams to make edited content out of, and then they upload that as actual clips and stuff on the YouTube there. But mine will be actual instructional stuff. It'll be instructional, it'll be informative, it'll be, a tutorial basically. But you won't have as much, obviously, you won't have as much what do you call it? You won't have as much blabbering and ums and ahs and filibuster and stuff like that. You'll actually have a clear and concise, detailed instruction. I mean, one of the main reasons I'm using these brushes, these ones, these Dalla and Roni ones, these System 3 ones, synthetic, because these were from my local art shop, and they weren't that expensive for like I bought four new brushes, and they didn't cost me all that much. Whereas, like I say, something like this doesn't have the logo on it anymore now. Does that one have the logo still? No? Or does it? Okay, roughly. So this is a Winsor & Newton. There we go. Winsor & Newton Series 7 finest. These are sable. These brushes are amazing. As you can see, this one's really old. This one now is basically used as a as a base coat brush, like a big base coat brush. But I've got a set of these still somewhere, and they are some of the finest brushes around. But basically, can I find my 000 Winsor & Newton Series 7? Probably not, because I think that might be... So here's a 000. This is my 000 Winsor & Newton Series 7 brush, okay? This is a beautiful brush. This is 00. That's a 0. There we go. This is also... This is a free half zero. So this might be... No, that's basically a 00 basically. It's not quite a 000 because the so the price of this brush is the same. Well, that one, and where is it? Where's it gone? 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 Well, basically, it was the same price as... There we go. So these 4 brushes here. So I've got a size 2. That's a 2 as well. Size 2. Oh, that's a filbert. So yeah, so a size 2 round, a size 2 filbert, a size 0 round, and a size 3 thingy 0. Okay. Cost the same as that. So these 3 brushes were 20. Altogether was about £21 something or whatever. So say 22 quid for 4 brushes, size 2, a filbert size 2, a size 0 and a size 00 or whatever. A size 00 now in Winsor & Newton costs you about 20 quid. If you go higher, 0, 1, 2, you get into like £30, £40, okay? So they are expensive. The set of 3 that they do is either a set of 3 or a set of 4 they do. I think it might be a set of 4. I think it's a 2, a 1, a 0, and a 00. I think it's about 100 and something quid, and that's off of what's the fucking site called? Ken Bromley Art Supplies, which is a really good store, by the way. It's probably one of the really good online store. Probably one of the better places that you'll get for a decent bargain price. So these are the fine sable brushes, and you can buy. There we go. This is a professional watercolor sable 1-stroke brush or whatever. This is Cat Tongue's brush. I've shown this before. But yeah, but these are cheaper. These are just like watercolor sable ones, but these are pure sables. These are expensive. So I literally have a 000, a 00, a 0, and a 1, and that knackered 2, whatever it is. And this one here is the knackered 2, but I use that as base coat anyway. And yeah, but I'm not gonna like expect people who are starting out, and I've had them a long time. I bought those years ago. I'm not expecting anyone who's starting out in the hobby to go out and buy fucking, do you know what I mean, 100 and some odd quid worth of brushes. So the reason why I've been using these ones is just to show that you can use, I say, 4 brushes for 20 quid. That's not bad at all. You're probably getting cheap offline as well. You might be even able to get a pack a pack of them for like however much. And the great thing is, of course, is they're not that over expensive. They're synthetic, so they can take quite a bit of punishment as well. You have to make sure you obviously like just keep them clean, rinse them out. Well, that obviously, but I'll go into all that. I'll go into bush care and quote unquote housekeeping in the sense of your bits and pieces and having your desk sorted out and stuff. And obviously, I'll talk about. I will talk about you having a restrictive space as well, and how best to make use of that space and to have flexibility. Obviously, if you're using an area that's a shared space or whatever, I'll go into that as well. How you can make sure you can, that kind of thing. But obviously, preferably you'd ideally have your own little workspace, your own little desk or something like that to work from. But if not, I'll go into that as well in videos about how if you have a shared communal area like a kitchen table or something like that, you might have to use, to start your hobby or whatever. Then obviously I'll be talking about making sure you're buying cutting mats and maybe buying some kind of storage and some kind of easy way to like store your bits and then get them out. Because sometimes that's why I think sometimes I have like stuff still out on my desk. Like I'll have like random paints and things out because it's more inspirational. Like you see paints out and you see models out, which makes you want to, I'll dive in, I'll do this, I'll do that. When everything's like all put away and it's just kind of like, it doesn't feel like you're actually doing something. I don't. It's really kind of. I think that's what you'll tend to see. Like quite a lot of people will have, like tidy. Was it like it'd be organized mess or tidy areas? Is because it's like it may look like it's a mess or disaster to the person on the outside looking in, but for the person who's actually, it's like no. I know where things are. I know where stuff is. It's just like part of the creative process. But obviously for someone who has like a communal area or a shared space or whatever, they'll need obviously to make sure they have some kind of container or something or somewhere to store stuff nicely, but also make sure that it's easily retrievable. Like if something's a hassle, if you have to go through a process in order to do the thing you want to do, then you're less motivated and less likely to do the thing that you want to do, because by time you got round to getting the stuff out to do the thing you want to do, you can't be bothered. So I think ease of access is always a good thing to do, always a good thing to keep in mind. And I've had that situation before myself. So, I had to, use a shared area, and I couldn't always, I couldn't monopolize that area 24/7. It had to be cleared. It had to be ready for, this and that. So that's that's also a good thing to talk about and to discuss. So yeah, I have lots of ideas. You seem to be on the same wavelength as me, Green Eye, in terms of like the sort of thought process and mentality in terms of like the streams and videos that I want to do. 110% when I come back from my time at Dad's and I'll dig into the new models and stuff, because they'll be here by then, and we'll start looking at all that kind of stuff. So it could be really cool, really really good. So I think with that, because I've actually gone a bit longer than what I thought I was going to do, which is really nice, because that to me is that's a good thing. The stream obviously picked up a little bit of a thingy there. I think getting to play a couple of games was quite nice. I mean, it just sort of gave me a bit of re-energized me. Got the what do you call it, like the neurons firing off. It got a little bit of nostalgic inspiration there, I think. So that's really cool. And I'm going to probably sign off for the night. So this will be my last stream now till next week. Most likely, I think we'll do a stream. I think we'll do a catch up stream on Wednesday night, because I'll get back Wednesday. I think there'll be plenty of time to do a catch up stream on Wednesday, and I might do a stream Thursday night as well. But we shall see. But I think I'll be very excited to dig into those brand new, just to show again, brand new Chaos Marauders. There they are. I can't wait to actually be in possession of these. These are going to be great to paint up. All the cloth, all the fur, the weapons. Oh, we're going to have a great time doing that. We really are. I can't wait to see you guys again. Green Eye, Big Bad Wolf, thank you so much for sticking around. Thank you for listening to all the nonsense, all the bullshit, all the rants, all the nostalgia there. It's my pleasure to hopefully entertain and inform in some way. The streams will only get better with time. Soon, hopefully, Santa, I will get to open Santa's sack, and hopefully that I'll be able to reach inside and pull out a nice brand new, hopefully a brand new microphone, which will make these streams sound a lot better, because at the minute with the mic on the webcam, the sound is fine, but we can do better. We can strive for better. You deserve better, chat. You deserve better. You deserve better audio. And we will tinker around with the camera angle eventually as well. I want to see if I can get maybe the camera adjusted slightly, maybe get a bit more of a, not so much of a downward angle, maybe a bit more of a angle sort of going this way a bit, so it's a bit more front on. Maybe we shall see. So thank you very much, everybody. Thank you to everyone that's been in the chat. Thank you, Steffi, for being in. Thank you, Mad Eye. Thank you, brother Broski. Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Green Eye Big Bad Wolf. I will see you all next time on Big D's Brush. Take care for now. Bye-bye.
Time to pack it all.